What's up, everybody? How we doing? Obviously it's Saturday. Last night, Ohio State gets it done. The night before
Sorry,
last,
baby.
Notre Dame gets it done. So it's Notre Dame, Ohio State in the national title. Um, I mean,
Oh
overall,
yeah.
man, Ohio State's a buzzsaw right now, and nobody wants to see them. Um, Jake, thoughts on college right now? What do you got?
In the sense of what, college football?
Yeah, like I mean, we got Notre Dame big win, Ohio State big win.
To be honest with you, man, I'm surprised that Notre Dame won. I'm surprised, boy. Hey,
Yeah,
that's
me
what that's
too.
what the that's what the playoffs are for, right, baby? So to be honest with you, I think we're gonna see like a Georgia TCU game for this championship game. I think it's gonna be an absolute massacre. I think Ohio State's probably gonna blow the brakes off of Notre Dame, even though I want the Fighting Irish to win just because of you, Brett. So I'm sorry about
Yeah,
that, but both games were pretty good. I mean, it was kind of cool. The Notre Dame game, went to the all the way to the end on a nice field goal.
there was
Um,
28 combined points in the fourth quarter.
yeah, so it was pretty cool watching on that one. The Ohio State game, it was kind of a let go the first quarter and a half, and then in the last 50 seconds, 14 points was scored. That was pretty
Yeah,
cool. And then after that, it was just straight Ohio State wiener into Texas Longhorns.
yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, if you're Notre Dame, you got to be feeling really good. You overhauled your program. Um, got rid of Brian Kelly, brought in Marcus Freeman. You got to feel pretty good about that. Um, Penn State, I think James Franklin and them should not hang their heads. They played a great game. Um, yeah, they lost, but I mean that guy Nick Singleton, man, 3 touchdowns.
True.
Drew Aller's coming back next year. Penn State's definitely a team to look out for. Um, obviously, I thought the games kind of flipped. I thought the Notre Dame Penn State would be a low scoring slugfest, and
Yeah.
it turned out to be more of the point scoring game. And Ohio State was the slugfest. And at the end of the day, that's been the knock on Ryan Days. Can he win the slugfest against the SEC team? And you know, when they went into halftime and said, "Okay, we got 30 more minutes of football," and they
Hmm.
found a way to get it done. And um, at the end of the day, this from an Ohio State perspective, yeah, we lost to Michigan, but we got a chance to win the whole thing. It's
I mean,
pretty cool.
to be honest with you, like I don't know how you'd feel. Do you think it's like it's not as sweet of a championship win just because you did lose to Michigan in the fashion? Does that make sense?
A little bit,
Do you think like say
but
yeah, it's a little bit of a stain. You know what I mean? It's like damn, if we would have smacked the titties out of Michigan, it would have been the perfect season.
I mean, at the end of the day, you look at the road that they went on to get to the national title. It's been sweet. We've beat 2 SEC teams, and we've beat a very good Oregon team that was 13-0. So it's not like it's nice to see the SEC fall a little bit. That's all I got to
True.
say. And if you
True.
see my Twitter, you would see how I feel because
So
I've been on a warpath.
as you should be if your team's successful. I'm
Yeah.
all for the bragging. Um, I'll let you say your thoughts on what you think this national championship game is for you, and then I got a question for you because I saw this on one of my podcasts I listened to. So what do you think is the number one factor for the Ohio State Buckeyes to beat Notre Dame?
um, Contain the running game. Um, Notre Dame when they can run the football with their quarterback and their running back, it's really difficult um, to slow them down sometimes.
Yep.
Um, and twofold that with offensively, we got to just keep doing what we've been doing. Get the
Yeah.
ball in the hands of the playmakers. Jeremiah Smith can't have one catch though in an elimination game. He had one catch
Yeah.
for 3 yards last night. Can't happen. He's the best player in college football. Can't can't happen. But
No, dude, he's too electric.
but
You got to get your electric players the ball.
but they were doubling him. They were taking him away. Credit to Texas. They came in with a good game plan. But now it's like, hey, you seen that? Figure it out because you got to get him the ball. I mean, some of the best guys in the NFL get doubled, and I mean, Jamar
Yep.
Chase has been getting doubled for 5 weeks and is
Yep.
lighting up the board. So,
No, I agree.
um, you
Big time
know, I
players make big time plays. They got to do it. If it was a close game and
yeah
a closer game and they needed something, I'm sure they probably would have tried to get him more involved. But if you can suck over an extra defensive player and then have everybody single coverage, that opens the field up. You can do run. You can go long ball since all the focus is over there. So no, I understand. No, I understand that. Now, having said that, you said for the Ohio State to win, you got to contain the run. So in essence, you got to make Notre Dame's quarterback play quarterback too, right? Like you're gonna have to make
yeah
him beat you.
yeah
Which, to be honest with you, I don't know. I'm being frank. I don't think that the guy is real good at quarterback. Now, I think he's the ultimate game manager. Where in a sense, it's like, all right, make the easy read, quickly hand off, that kind of stuff.
yeah
Run. So I mean, to beat this Ohio State team, you're gonna have to be able to put points on the board, and
yeah.
I don't know if Notre Dame could do that. I don't know if they're that electric, to be honest with you. So we'll see. I mean,
The
we'll
the
see.
crazy part for me is last night was the blueprint to beat Ohio State, and they won by 14.
Yep.
And yeah, it was close for a while, but once they kind of put the ball in the end zone and went up 21-14, I feel like everybody kind of thought, this is their game to
Yeah.
lose.
Oh,
Like,
true. Oh, yeah. I mean, you saw the spread. I mean, you were just talking about that when you were betting. I mean, what were they, 6.5 point favorites?
yeah, five
Yeah.
anywhere from 5 to 6.5.
Yeah. And like, I like to troll with you, but like, I think we all kind of figured, because Ohio State's 9, right? They're ranked or they're seeded ninth.
They're eighth.
They're
AC.
eighth. I mean, we both kind of were like, this is the number one, number two team in the country. This isn't the number 8 team in a bracket like
No.
this. So obviously, like I told you, I said when we were at seniors, I was like, dude, there's no way they're losing this game. I'm sorry.
And
Our
and I
yeah,
and I think too. I think in a way, Ohio State needed the hardest path
you think so?
because I think if they would have went up against somebody that they thought they could have beat, we could have seen a Michigan all over again. Like they muck up the game and lose. Like
Yeah,
could, but now it's like you're playing like best of the best week in week out in the playoff. Like
true.
you, everybody knows you got to bring your A game to beat Texas. Like
Yep.
or
Yep.
Oregon or Tennessee and now even Notre Dame. Like
sometimes
gotta
sometimes getting your mouth punched in, you lose to
yeah,
Michigan, that might reset your whole season, might reset your focus. They might have been like, dude, we're actually murdering people. We're worth $20 million. Sometimes you need a little punch in the mouth like that to reset some things. Like you see that in
yeah.
high school, college, even like, regular sports.
Everywhere.
Like, yeah, so
Everywhere.
maybe it was a blessing you guys lost to Michigan. Maybe it wouldn't have made a difference, but you can't play Monday quarterback. So you guys are in the national championship game with a chance, with a very good chance. I don't know what you guys are favored by. I'm
Nine
gonna
and a
say
half.
double. Well, how much?
9.5.
Yeah, I think that's gonna go up double. I think it's gonna go double digit favorites. I think it's like you said, it's your game to lose. Your quarterback just doesn't need to turn the ball over. Get it to the star players and let them shine. And yeah, you guys will be national champions, and you got a whole year to brag about it. So
Now, no, Jake. This is obviously my thing with this whole 12-team playoff. It was from the very beginning.
yeah,
I hope it does not devalue these type of the Michigan Ohio States, the Iron Bowl, the Cotton Bowl. Like these rivalries are great for college football. And the sad part is now it's like if Michigan loses to Ohio State or vice versa, like if they're good enough, they got 10, 11 wins. They're going to the playoff, and they're going to have a shot at a national title either way.
yeah.
Um,
See,
that's just my biggest concern because it's like Michigan fans. Yeah, they can brag all they want because they've won, but it's like eh, I'm worried that that game will get a little bit devalued if Ohio State wins this thing. And
I see the opposite. See, I see it.
okay,
I see it more as that rivalry is so good between the two teams. Like I'm gonna go on the Michigan side. Michigan beat the national champions as ranked as nothing. right? Like a
Yeah.
500 team, where it's like that game is so competitive and it's so much a rivalry. It's like this means something. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
doesn't matter if you're ranked, not ranked, 20 million, 1 million.
Yeah.
It's like all the gloves are off for this one. You have to watch this one. So I feel like next year will break. I don't know what it is all time watch. The viewers for that. I think it's gonna break
Yeah.
the record just because it's like holy
The
shit.
last two national
Yeah,
champions are
right. The
playing.
last exactly. That's my exact point because it's like you got the accolades behind it and you have the product of the game. It's like now, having said that, if it's another stinker, like what was it, 13-10 or whatever whatever the score
Yeah.
was, not a good score, it'll be a letdown. But I'm saying I think it heightens it even more because it's like they were talking about should Alabama be in the playoff? You know what I mean? They're playing like Auburn. They're playing all these teams. It's like I don't know. They have to play this bowl game, and if it means something, so I think it's going to heighten it even
Yeah.
more. Personally
Yeah.
speaking,
Yeah.
I don't know if it should be 12 teams. Is the 12 best teams in the country going to be competitive in it? I don't think so. Like, I don't think anyone gave Boise State a chance to win it all, to be honest with you. Even Tennessee, I know they're an SEC team and they were like nice in the beginning of the season. Should they really have been in it? Indiana.
Well,
So it's like, I don't know. Like, I understand four
but
is like, so it's like,
yeah,
ugh.
but I think the playoffs have been entertaining, and
Yeah,
that's the number one thing. Is like now it's like, oh, we're getting good games,
right.
like
I mean, in your
and then,
opinion, because you watch way more college football than me, I mean,
yeah,
I'm just going off of like sports knowledge, but in your opinion, do you think that when these guys are creating the seeding, do you think they should take the 12 best teams or the 12 best records? Does that make sense? So do you think Alabama should have been like a 12? You know what I mean? Should it be
no,
off of
I
your
don't,
schedule or should it just be like you're
yeah.
13-0, you're number one? You know what I mean?
Well, I think a few things have to go into it. Number one, I think you give teams an automatic spot for winning their conference title.
I agree.
But it's 1 through 12. It's not 1, 2, 3, 4. Because at the end of the day, like, we're not going to reward the Big 12 champion that's 10-2 with
Right.
two losses to no names
Yeah.
to get a 4 seed.
Okay.
Like, so what I would do is I would have automatic bids,
What is there
seed the
six of them? Is there six conferences?
five.
So there are
There's a
five
group of
conferences. But then there's
there's a
Notre Dame
group of
that doesn't have
five.
one, right?
Yeah, group of five and four power four. And then most years Notre Dame probably makes the playoff.
Yeah.
But um again, it's like, dude, just seed everybody 1 through 12. Have those five automatic locks. If those automatic locks are 8, 7 through 12 or 8 through 12, fine. But dude, like, and here's the problem too, is I hate how people say, oh, Alabama should have been in. Absolutely. Alabama definitely had an argument to get in over SMU. But I'm sorry, but Alabama lost their chance, man. They went
Yep.
on the road to 6-6 Oklahoma and got smoked.
Yep.
They went into Vanderbilt and got smoked.
Yeah. No,
Like,
I agree.
this is not the same Alabama Nick Saban where, oh, they're 10-2, but oh my God, they strike a fear in you.
Right.
Like,
It's not a 10-2. You lost to Georgia and say you lost to some nice Big Ten school. You know what I mean?
yeah, like, I mean, again, it's like a lot of it is subjective, and that's the problem I have with the college playoff rankings is, I'm sorry, but I thought Ohio State should have been ranked ahead of Penn State
Yeah.
because they beat them head to head. I thought Ohio State should have been ranked ahead of Texas because I thought they looked better throughout the course of the year.
And not just that, like I completely agree. I think we're on agreement. You get your teams in, all right. So it's like
Yeah,
you're in. You get your 12 teams out. Okay, we agree that you're in. Okay. From there, now we do the shuffling where it's like, okay, your automatic bids, they're in. But just because you won the SEC does not mean you're number one or number two. You know what I
yeah,
mean? So I think morning Matt. So I'm thinking like you shake it up, you go from there. Like to be honest with you, I personally think you know, Ohio probably should have been like number two or three, in the seeding, just because of the absolute buzzsaw that they are. So, I mean, it's kind of more objective, It's like okay, so it is what it is. But then speaking of that, so with Notre Dame, with them not having a conference,
Yeah,
how do you think that plays into all this then? Because you know what I mean. It's like, is it a positive for them? Is it a negative for them? What do you think?
it depends. I mean, the biggest thing with Notre Dame is like they're a good team, so they go 11-1. They probably make it.
Yeah.
Um, at the end of the day, I think it would help them to join a conference,
Which
but
conference? Which one do you think? Probably Big
I
Ten.
think they would. I would think they'd fit good in the Big Ten.
Yeah.
But again, for Notre Dame, they've been an independent for a very long time. So again, that's really hard to say. Oh my God, like we're gonna make wholesale changes here. So that's kind of where I'm at with it. I think at the end of the day, Notre Dame, they're going to be a good team for years to come. I think they got their head coach,
Yep.
which is important. They got a good roster,
Yep.
and they know how to keep players as well.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
they don't get a lot of roster turnover. Like
Yeah. No, they
and
got a lot
that's
going
one of,
for them.
and that's one of the things with like the big teams at why like it's really hard for some years Michigan, Ohio State, Georgia, Alabama, like for as good as these teams are, if they get if enough players get in the portal or something, they
Yeah.
might have a down year. Georgia this year,
Yeah.
Michigan in a way this year. Like, I mean, talking to a lot of Michigan fans, like obviously I think everybody expects them to bounce back next year and be a
Got a
factor in this
quarterback.
playoff.
Yep.
But at the same time, like let you know, let's see what happens there. But
True. Did
I
you
mean,
uh did you know this though? I mean, I know we talked about this though.
yeah, what is it?
Winning when you win your conference, you get paid a certain amount of money. Don't ask me how
Yeah,
much. Let's just say it's 1 million, right? 2 million. Because Notre Dame, this is why I'm saying Notre Dame is very oddball. Notre Dame goes to the semifinals. I believe they get $8 million,
10.
ten
That's
million
10.
dollars. Same with Ohio State, all of them, right?
Yeah,
So now they're in the national championship game. If they win it, they get 12 million. They don't have to split that amongst a conference at all. So that means they
right.
could come home with $20 million if they
Yep,
were to win it all. You know what I mean?
yep,
If they get $20 million, imagine the NIL they could do.
yep.
Imagine who you know what I mean. So that's what I'm saying. It's like I almost think it's an unfair advantage. You have to be good though. Notre Dame has to be good in this instance in order to get this money. But it's like they're almost at an unfair advantage. The school is a prestigious school. It's one of the best in the country. It's a great location because you're right near Chicago, but you're outside of it. You're gonna have possibly almost $20 million. You're gonna go home with 15 million,
Yeah,
no matter what now. On
yeah.
top of it, you got a great head coach who's what, 35, 34 years old.
Super young. Yeah,
It's like Notre Dame, you have to be good about this. So I don't know, like I almost find that's an unfair advantage because it's like they don't have to share in the pot where it's like Notre Dame or what is it? Ohio State, they got to share with the whole Big Ten. SEC's
yeah.
always got to share, but then it's like, it's like, ooh, you got to bet on yourself in the sense, so maybe it's not too unfair. So I don't know.
But I think the TV contracts are a little bigger for the conferences.
That's
So
true. It's over
it
Billy. It's
kind of
over Billy.
I think it evens itself out a little bit.
I'm just saying, man.
But
I'm like, damn, bro. I said when I saw that 20 million, I was like,
yeah,
and then that straight NIL money, I was like, damn. And then they got all their don't Notre Dame's got them the gold in their pockets, some little leprechauns over there. They got some money over there.
oh, and especially too. I mean, they made the national title. Like people are gonna want to spend at
Oh,
Notre Dame because
especially they see the longevity that they can have
yeah,
on this. It's like ooh, the next 4 years could be a rude awakening. So, it'll be a good game though. What do you think as of right now? The game's a little ways out. What do you think score prediction for right now? It doesn't have to be on the money.
gut feelings 28-20, Ohio State.
28-20. Okay, so you think they're not going to cover?
No, I'm hoping it goes to like I hope if it gets to 6.5, 7, 7.5,
Oh.
instantly.
So you think?
Inst
Do you think for these betting odds, you think they're going to go down or up?
down.
I think they're going to go down too. However, I
It'll go
think
down at first because So what happened with Texas is it opened at like +1.5 Texas,
Okay.
and like Texas was on it early. Like their fans came in early, and
Yeah.
all the Buckeye fans waited until it got to 5.5, hammered it.
Ate it up.
Yeah, like
Okay.
everybody at this place I was at last night, there were like 20 Buckeye fans. They all were like, "Oh hell yeah!"
We'll take that. That's good shit. So how much did you bet
All right,
last night?
like 50,
Damn. How much you win, Brett?
250.
Damn, Amanda, you're gonna get that iced out. Oh, damn.
No, I actually bought some workout clothes and stuff with that. So
New year, new you.
yeah,
You do your 20 minutes on the elliptical.
not yet. I woke up and did this podcast. That's all I've done. And then I gotta go into the office and do some work here in a little bit. But
All right. Let's get to this NFL then, so Baby Brett can get to the office and save some lives. He's a doctor, if you didn't know that,
oh
dude.
yeah,
Dude, I think I smell an upset today,
oh no,
or
what
this
what
week. Sorry, I
what?
should say this week. I should say this week. I smell an upset.
All
I
right,
think the Broncos are gonna go into Buffalo and beat them. I think
wow,
I think they're gonna beat them. You wanna know why? Sean Payton doesn't lose the bald coaches, man. That's why. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. You see that stat?
yeah.
No, I'm
Um,
serious. I think the Broncos are gonna. I think the Broncos are gonna stun Buffalo Bills today. Or they don't play today. They
I
play what,
think
tomorrow?
tomorrow at noon.
Yeah, yeah.
I think Jake. I think the play of the weekend is Pittsburgh +9.5. That's too many fucking points for Steelers Ravens.
That is a
I've
lot of
seen that.
points. And let's be honest, it's the Ravens in the playoffs too. So it's like
Yeah.
it's icy
Um.
waters.
All right. Well, let's go through it today.
Yeah,
So we got Chargers Texans. That's the first game.
yeah.
Um.
I'm going
Anything.
Chargers, man. Dude, the Chargers, they're good quality coaches. The team is humming at the right time. Dude, the Texans have just been like floating ducks this whole year, man. It's the sophomore slump. We'll give them an excuse. What do you think? I'm going Chargers.
I'm going Chargers, but
Yeah.
I I don't want. I want to say this. I don't think you should write the Texans off either. I
No,
know that they've been kind of up and down, but it's like, dude, like they have talent,
they do.
and I think this game will be closer than people think.
Yeah, I'm gonna say like Chargers probably like 24-20.
So you like the over 41.5, huh?
Yeah, you know what I mean. I think this is gonna be a good game. Justin
I think
Herbert.
so too.
I think Justin Herbert's gonna have a good, decent game. You know, as long as you don't turn the ball over in the playoffs, that's the biggest thing. Fumble or interception. You
Yep.
know that. We know that. Playoffs. This is when the run game comes out, and this is where the big men got to play. You know, the offensive line. And to be honest with you, I don't think Texans got a good D front though. They do have a good defensive line. Give
Yeah.
me Chargers. Like I said, Chargers 24-20.
All right. I like Chargers too. Probably like 27-23. I think
Okay.
this will be a fun game.
Yeah.
Um, all right, Steelers Ravens night game. I think it's the game of wild card weekend. Steelers and Ravens, it's always good. It's always close. They always muck it up.
Yeah.
And I mean, dude, uh, here's the deal: is this Zay Flowers questionable? If Zay Flowers doesn't play, I think things get a little difficult for Baltimore today.
I'm sorry. Like, I mean, I understand the Packers situation. They had something to play for in a sense, you know, like whatever. Why do you have Zay Flowers? Why do you have Derrick Henry and Lamar out there? You know what I mean? Like, why are you doing that?
Because they're trying to win the division to get the home playoff game, which again I get, but it's like,
I
dude,
get,
like
dude, but
there's
he's
there's
probably done.
bigger fish to fry.
Right. Like Saquon Barkley. Yes, you can have this amazing title of all-time rush, you know, per season, but it's like dude, it's me. You can't do me before team. It's team before me. So I'm
Yep.
like, they did it smart. Zay Flowers questionable. Lamar in the playoffs. Russell Wilson sucking more than you know what. It's like, I'm hearing Justin Fields put Jay Fields in. It's like, pump the brakes. I don't know. Having said that, I do like this Ravens defense. I
Same.
think I think Steelers defense has been a little Swiss cheese action. I think they got some holes bigger than a whore. So I'm thinking I'm gonna go with the Ravens here, man. I'm gonna go Ravens 16-10 Ravens.
Low scoring. I like
Low
it.
scoring. Absolutely. You're gonna see some
AFC
fights.
North football,
You're gonna see
baby.
some fights. You're gonna see it all, man. I think Derrick Henry's probably gonna have like 100 plus yards in this thing. I think they're just gonna hand it off, hand it off, hand it off, hand off. Russell Wilson's going to throw an interception or two. I'm going to say he throws an interception for sure.
Little Russell Wilson, Stevie.
Dangerous.
Broncos, Bills. You
Wait, what
like
about you?
Denver?
What do you think? What do you think the score for Ravens game?
21-17 Baltimore.
Okay. All right. So far, we're in agreement. All right. All right.
Yep.
So what'd you say? Chargers, Broncos,
Broncos, Bills.
Broncos. But my apologies. My apologies. What do you think?
I think it's close, but I like Buffalo.
They're at home.
Yeah.
They got a great offense that's well balanced.
I'm
Run,
gonna
pass.
look at the weather because
Yeah, that could be a fact.
never.
I think they got some snow. They got some snow recently. So to be honest with you, Bo Nix is his first playoff action. We'll see how this goes. They're young. They got a good defense, though. Don't get me wrong on this Broncos defense, but does it matter when you go against like a Josh Allen talent where he's able to spread it out completely with all of his wideouts? You know, I mean, they got a nice run game. It's pretty solid. Top five in touchdowns this year. So to be honest, with you, I'm gonna go Broncos just because I think they're humming at the right moment. They're underdogs. You know, I think let's say something like 27-25, 27-25 Broncos.
That'd be crazy.
I think they're going to stun them. I think they're going to keep them in just enough in the fourth quarter, get like a key turnover. I think Josh Allen's going to throw a bad interception, Brett. Throw a bad interception. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Bring out Lutz. Bring out the big leg. 55-yard field goal in Buffalo. Game winner. Then they got to go play the Chiefs. Ugh.
Yikes.
So, what do you think? What
That
do you think?
Bills 28-24.
Okay. All right.
Packers at the Eagles.
To be honest with you, man, everyone that I've talked to, I've seen on the internet, is giving the Packers zero chance of winning this game, and I do not know why.
Yeah.
Like, I understand it, but I don't. I'm not gonna sit here and be like the Packers are gonna get blown out by 15 plus points. You know what I mean? I think if you guys establish your run game, if Jordan Love makes the throws he's supposed to make, doesn't turn the ball
Yep.
over, and the defense just plays half good as what they've been this year, you guys will be in this game, and it just matters if Jalen Hurts can be Super Bowl Jalen Hurts. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Make him play actual quarterback. They're going to do some tush pushes. Saquon's probably going to run for 60 plus yards and a touchdown. Boo hoo. I think it's going to be a good game, just like it was in Brazil. And it kind of depends. I don't think the injury is as bad as people are saying with Jordan Love. I'm going to say it's going to be a nice high scoring game of 31-28 Eagles, but I'm not going to be surprised if the Packers are to win this game by any means. I'm going to say either or 31-28, but I'm going to go more favorable for the Eagles just because it's a higher seed and it's at home.
I think this is a letdown spot for Green Bay.
Oh, you think they're going to get smoked here?
Not smoked, but dude, here's the thing. Okay, Green Bay over the years, they have struggled mightily with running quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Mightily. They've also struggled at times to stop the run. And the Eagles have the best running back who has fresh legs right now heading into this game, right? Christian Watson getting hurt, that's kind of a bigger deal than I think people are making it out to be. He's a deep threat player. At the end of the day, the Packers are my team. I hope that they win, but I like Philadelphia 31-21 at the link.
Okay. All right.
Now, Jake, that I think this is the most entertaining game right here. Commanders Buccaneers.
Yeah. Two pretty cool offenses. You know, they're essentially kind of young. Obviously, Buccaneers
Mike
are.
Evans,
Yeah.
Marshawn Lattimore, baby.
Yeah. They. I don't know if they're gonna
Here we
tussle. To be
go.
honest, I don't know if they'll tussle in the playoffs.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. They did in that divisional round game in 2020. You remember that?
Yes, sir. So I think that I want to say the Buccaneers are going to win this game because of experience, and Baker Mayfield I think is more trusted. But at the same time, sometimes what you don't know doesn't hurt you. So I think the Commanders being young is also an advantage.
Yeah.
I think the offense is more explosive for the Commanders, but however, I'm going to go with the experience. I'm going to go with at home. You know, I'm gonna go to the Buccaneers on this one. I think it's going to be 21-17 Buccaneers for some weird reason. Like that's the number that sticks out to me. So I'm gonna go 21-17 Buccaneers, and from there, I think I don't know. That's just what I'm getting. The defensive Commanders, I don't know. They're wishy washy.
I like Washington.
You like Washington?
20,
Okay.
27-24.
27-20.
Dude, Baker this year's just been too up and down. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm gonna get from him. Jaden Daniels is a straight dog, dude. Straight dog.
He's your rookie of the year.
Yeah. Oh
Okay.
yeah, 100%.
Okay.
So, I'm gonna say 27-24, Washington. I think that's gonna be a fun game.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be a cool game. Yeah. I wish the Buccaneers are gonna wear their cream school jerseys, but I know that won't happen.
I have no idea. They haven't released
They got to
what they're
bring those
wearing.
back. Broncos got to bring back their throwbacks, make those permanent. Man, the Eagles got cool uniforms, but they got to wear those Kelly greens more often, you know. So, yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Is that all the games?
Vikings Rams.
There it is, baby.
Toughest one by far to pick, I think.
Yeah, to me, because you don't know what the Vikings are going to be, as well as the Rams. They are both like hit or miss teams. But
The Rams did rest everybody last week, though. Jake?
oh, there we go. My back.
Yep.
All right. Minnesota's got to go to Arizona to play this game. So that's a West Coast team, and I'm gonna give me the Rams. I'm gonna say Rams 27-21. Sorry, Adams.
I like Rams 30-24.
Yeah.
I think
Okay.
I think I think the Vikings just got like I don't know how they picked like they got smoked by Detroit.
Yeah, it was not pretty. It was not
No.
pretty. Even that first half, even though it was like a semi-close first half, you could just
Yeah.
tell the advantage was totally the Lions. They used and abused. I mean, Sam Darnold was getting pressured so much he couldn't make a throw to save his life, especially with Addison open 5 times. They had like what three first and goal opportunities. You know what I mean? So they were in goal at like 3 times. It's insane. I don't know. But now that I'm talking about it, I'm like, this is the game for Sam Darnold to do good in. You know what I mean? This is the perfect opportunity. So am I talking myself out of my score predict? I think I will. Give me Vikings. I think Justin Jefferson and Addison are gonna have a bounce back game. Give me Vikings. Give me these Vikings, bro. They're gonna stun. They're gonna go there in Arizona, tell LA, hey, go back to your fiery shithole. We're going back to the snow. And I think I'm gonna go Vikings 31-24. I'm a flip yours. How about that?
I
Yeah.
like it. I
Yeah.
like it.
Send the LA Rams back to their fiery shithole that's burning down. God bless. But jeez Louise, give me that. Wow.
obviously prayers to
Prayers though,
everybody in
thoughts
LA
and prayers.
for
Yeah,
that.
that's devastation, man. It's like the size of Manhattan plus that's burning right now. That's insane. So, but yeah, that's what I think. I think Vikings are gonna win this game.
Jake, the real question is, we getting together to watch any of these games this weekend?
I haven't had an invite from you, man. So
All right. Well,
you go to casinos now. I mean,
I think,
you're
I
drinking
think.
excessively. You're going to
No,
casinos now.
I wasn't
You
drinking
put a second
excessively.
mortgage on seniors' home, bro. Like I don't know what to
No.
tell you. Like I don't like hanging out with those kind of people, man. You're taking
Oh, okay.
shots. You're taking shots for every turnover, every freaking second of the games. I don't know if I can associate with that.
All right.
I
Well,
mean, maybe if you invite me tomorrow.
I think Sunday around noon. What do you say?
Is it a date? Like, are you gonna take me out?
It's a date, man.
All right, man. You see me there. You'll see me there.
All
You'll
right.
give me for the game.
You have a good day, brother.
You too, man. Take care. Have a good one. Make sure you
Enjoy.
save a life, Brett. I'm gonna watch a little bit. I got some things going on today. Me and Isgod are probably gonna hang out, do something. But you know me, I'll have the scores on my phone, and I'll ask people to put it on the TVs for me.
Yeah, you got to make sure that your picks are right.
No, my picks are always locked, even when they're not.
Uh-huh.
They're locked, automatic, baby. Why? Because the
All
next
right,
game,
brother.
the next bet's always the winning one. So, all right, take care, big dog. You stay safe. All right.
Send me 2 or 3 plays for today.
Oh, fuck you, bro. I still owe you $18, bro. 1 yard short from
Spreads, over unders, player prop, whatever.
Oh, you can. Oh, because you'll be in Illinois.
Uh-huh.
Okay. All right. I'll take a gander.
All right, bro. Take
All
a
right.
look.
Peace out, Brett.
All right, bye.
Bye.